Hello friends, and welcome to Punkin Chunkin. What we're gonna be doing is throwing these little mini pumpkins. They're ping pong balls, so they're safe. They don't hurt when you hit you in the head, but we don't want to hit anybody in the head on purpose. Everybody loves knocking down the Tower of Cups, but we noticed that when they fall down, younger students have a hard time understanding how to put it back together. And so use the hole puncher and just put some holes in there and use the pipe cleaner and to wrap them together. So it's a quick 4, 3, 2, and 1. And even kindergarten this week has had a really easy time setting it back up. Seeing as how I cannot leave well enough alone, I had to try another way. I stapled them also, and sometimes that worked, and sometimes they don't want to lay down flat like this. So I do not recommend stapling them. And I also tried string, and the string was just more loosey-goosey. I also tried little strips of tape to hold it together, and the tape doesn't seem to work as well. So I'm a big fan of the pipe cleaner. Quick, neat, easy, fun. 4, 3, 2, 1. Another reason to attach the cups, and this trick I learned from my students today, is if you take that top one, turn it upside down, and then the next 2 upside down, and 3. It's surprisingly easy to stack, and maybe more fun to knock down since it's less stable. This simple catapult is one of my favorites because it's so simple. It's a lever, and there's the fulcrum right here, and it's got a note, and it says, "Push me down with medium speed." What that means is, if I hit it really hard, I'm gonna hurt my hand and I'm gonna break this. I don't wanna do that. If I hit it really soft, boop, oh, it's not gonna go anywhere. So I wanted it with medium speed. Looking for my target down there, and with medium force, oh, get it. Oh! So close! Make sure this one is shaped like a V, okay? It needs to set so that both ends of the outside are not touching the table, okay? If it's sitting like this, it doesn't do anything. So make sure it's like a V, so now when you press on it, it will project, catapult Punkin that way. All right, this one is also a catapult, except this one's got a spring on it. You see it's a clothespin there. And I just duct taped the bottom of the clothespin to this board, this wood, and duct taped the cap on here. You'll notice if I use one finger, oh, it doesn't work. You see there's a finger, so that's where my finger goes to hold it down on the table. And then there's another finger over here, 2 fingers, one there, one here. And straighten out a little bit there, look over, and boom, it's gone. I got, yes! Woohoo! Good shot. Now we put the cups back up. And next person's turn. If the little spring comes off in here, if it turns sideways, we don't want that. Let me know if that happened. Hopefully it doesn't, but we can fix it. There you go. One of the ways we're gonna be chucking these pumpkins, yes! Good shot! Is with this clear cannon. I'm very excited because I've been working on this design for years. Used to use paper towel rolls, but I couldn't see what was going on inside. So I found these light covers at Home Depot. We put a little tape on the end there, and On this end, I've got punched some holes through there, ran a rubber band through it. The ball, you want to put in the top here, and you want to push it down in there. And then you see a little thumb print here, so put your thumb on that little tab, and then you pull, and the ball should roll, and then you just let go. Whoa! Another update on the ghost cannon. Now the pumpkin fits fine, but what happens is students hold it this way, and they are squeezing too hard, which changes the shape of the tube, and now the ball can't go down. And that's a design flaw. So I thought, okay, I can simplify that by putting a handle on it. So we've got one of these tubes, cardboard tubes, and I just screwed it on there, and it's great. So now you can hold it anywhere on the bottom that you want, doesn't matter, and still shoot it. Until I tried putting the ping pong pumpkin in there. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't want to go down in there. Then I realized the issue is not the tube at all. It's the pumpkin that we're trying to shoot. So I made a smaller version, just a piece of paper, and then I wrapped a little bit of tape around it. So our little green ghouls are gonna go, and that actually makes sense to go along with our ghost cannon here. And so with these, you can hold it anywhere you want, it doesn't matter, and they shoot really well. Good luck. So instead of using this size ball, we're using the smaller green ghost. And now it doesn't matter how tight you squeeze because it still goes down. I went ahead and put some green marker on this end so you see where the green ghost goes. Now after you shoot, sometimes it is pushing out like this. And so you're just gonna put the little green guy right there on the spot and then just push it down in there. And then you'll see the thumb poke out. So thumb on the thumb, and up here, pull it down how far? Halfway. Lay it down on the table. You'll see I put a little mark here for halfway, so that's how far you want to pull it down. Then you can just lay it on the table. So once again, point up, pull it halfway, lay it on the table, and then boom! There you go. Point it up and pull it down halfway, and then lay it on the table slowly. Yay! Yay! Good shot. All right, now my turn is done. And last but not least, this is the Hot Wheels hammer. It's made for Hot Wheels cars, but it shoots so fast, it's actually kind of dangerous. The good news is ping pong pumpkins are actually really safe with this, so we're good. So the way this works is there's a little handle back here. We'll call that the tail. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull the tail out. Okay, here's a close-up. See the little notch right there? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold this part and I'm gonna pull until that notch goes up here. So you're gonna pull it and lift it, just like that. So pull it back and then lift it up, boom. And see how it's locked on there. When I originally tried just setting the ball right there in the front and pushing down on the tail, it's just, there's too much moving going on. So taking advantage of these two little holes that were already there, I just attached a pipe cleaner there. And so now I can hold the stick while I push down on the hammer here, which is better. But the hammer's reach really doesn't go that far. It only pushes it a little bit. So the little flaps here that I cut previously to widen it, went ahead and cut those off. So now the ball fits in this little groove right there. And all you have to do is put your hands here to keep it still, and then use your thumb to push just down on the hammer. And boom.
Now we're gonna come back up.
And next person's turn.